Okay, so welcome to the first video of this course, and this is going to be all about skincare. Now you see my skin is absolutely bare in front of you right now. I've absolutely washed all the makeup that I had done, any product that was on my face. We're going to start from scratch. So you see I do have some acne over here. I've got some pigmentation here. You can definitely see my dark circles. I definitely have them. Some people have more pigmentation. Some people might have less pigmentation, but we all need a little bit of help. But skincare is the first step to do anything. So in skincare, basically just remember the rule of 4. You always need 4 products. What are those 4 products? A good toner. What does the toner do? I will explain to you when we use it. Then you need a good serum. Then you need a good moisturizer. And in the end, of course, you either need your sunblock or you can use some glow serum just to give a little bit of glow to your skin right before doing makeup, or even if you don't do makeup. So why do we need a toner, and what does a toner do? So what a toner does is, now toners come in different forms. You can get a toner in a spray form also, or you can get a toner in a bottle form also. What does the toner do? A good toner, what it does is, it shrinks your pores. So now that I've washed my face, my pores are open, everything is open. Again, whatever face wash you want to use, that's completely up to you. You should definitely exfoliate your skin at least twice a week, not every day, because over exfoliation is also a thing, believe it or not. Now what a toner is going to do, it's going to close my pores before I put the moisturizer and everything on, and it's just going to give me the illusion of having smoother skin. Now, as I told you before, I'm not going to be talking about any particular brands. I'm just going to be using the product, so I'm not going to actually show you products in a lot of detail. I'm just going to tell you these exist in the market, and then you have to go and find out which products work for you. So I'm just going to take any toner. Again, you can take a toner in a bottle and you can use a cotton pad and use it, or you can use any toner that is spray. This is a local brand, and I just like to go ahead and spray it. I think it's easier, I think it works better. I don't have to carry my cotton swabs around, so that's the toner that I use. Again, I'm not going to show you in particular what this toner is, because I've seen usually what happens is, even with my students, now I am always talking with experience because I have taught so many women hands-on and even online. What happens is they always ask me, what's the product that you're using? I never promote talking about a particular product. You know why? Because then that gets stuck in our head and we think, oh, only if we use this product, this is the result we're going to get. No, that's not how it works. The product that works for me might not be the product that works for you. So at the end of this course, I don't want to restrict you that only if you use these 4. And I know that most of the master classes, this is what they're teaching. That's what your influencers are teaching, because makeup brands are giving them their makeup products to convince you guys that if you use this product, then you get this result. Otherwise, all your makeup is a waste. So I'm here to tell you that no, it doesn't matter. Whatever product works for you, that's the product you need to use. And what is that product? Any toner that doesn't give you a rash, that doesn't create redness, that doesn't itch your skin, that's the toner for you. The only way to find out what product works for you is to try it. And we live in a world where you can try makeup before you buy makeup. So if you go into a store, another mistake that we make is we do our makeup and we go to a makeup store. No, that's absolutely wrong. You should go to a makeup store with no makeup on so you can try every single product. Now buy a toner, put it on, walk around for 5-10 minutes, and if it's not itching you, if there's no redness, if there's no reaction, that's the toner that works for you. Because all our requirements are different, right? So if you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, if you have combination skin, unless you use a product, I don't know why people claim that, oh, this product is for oily. Yes, there are particular products for oily skin and dry skin and everything, but you know what? Anything can go up and down. So the only sure, short, solid way to know what product works for you is when you try it on and you feel good, it makes you feel good, and it doesn't have any reactions, that's the product for you. So buy any toner. Again, it can be a drugstore toner that suits you, it can be a branded toner that suits you. That's completely up to you. If you're somebody who likes buying branded makeup and you can afford it, why not? If you're somebody who's on a budget, great, buy that. So I'm not going to particularly say this is the toner, this is what you want to buy. Let's leave that for the influencers and the makeup brands. In this course, we're gonna do things differently. Because let me tell you a secret, I'm on your side. Now once you apply the toner, I like to go in with a second layer of the toner. And when you take the toner, you don't rub it in, you don't massage it into your face, you just let it be. So when you're putting it with a cotton pad, just dab it. If you're spraying it, just leave it. It will dry and it will just stick to your skin. So let it happen naturally. So we're gonna give this toner a minute and then we're gonna go on to the next step. Now while this toner is drying and settling into my skin, let's talk about the serums. Number 2 is serums. Now again, when it comes to serums, there are so many serums in the market. There are thousands and thousands of brands. It is so confusing. What is the serum for you? So instead of looking at the brand and instead of looking at the serum, concentrate on the ingredients. I promise you, I know half of us don't even read the ingredients that we're buying. I used to be one of those people, trust me, believe it or not. But now I actually go for the ingredient. Now the ingredients you need to use during the morning time is something like vitamin C, something like hyaluronic acid. If your skin is very dry, you need these ingredients. Hyaluronic acid is this new ingredient that's great for skincare, and what it does is it gives moisture to your skin and it seeps in. For your night care routine, you need ingredients like retinol, niacinamide. These are the ingredients that you should go for. So any serum that has a vitamin C or hyaluronic acid, that's the serum you should use during the day. Now we're going to talk more about the evening skincare when we come to that video, so we're going to concentrate more on the ingredients that you need to use during the morning time. So now that my toner has settled in, I'm going to show you the serums that I usually like to use. Now we're not going to be talking about the skincare that I need for the rest of my face. We're going to concentrate more on this. Again, if you want to learn about your whole face and everything you need to know about skincare and makeup, you should definitely go and get my ultimate masterclass. So I have 2 serums here with me. This one is a hyaluronic acid serum and this one is a vitamin C serum. Again, I'm not really going to talk about the brands. This is just a regular brand I got from the pharmacy, and this is a drugstore brand, again number 7, that you get from Boots or you get from any of these pharmacies. So you can use either of them. Again, if you want to go for a serum from a high-end brand, that is completely up to you. But trust me, these do the job. Now when it comes to serums, serums are mostly used the same for your under eye and for your face, unless you want to go and get something separate, which is an under eye serum. Now you don't really need under eye serums. Again, wherever you can save the money, I think you should. Wherever it is important to use different products under your eyes and for the rest of your face, I will always tell you. But you know, makeup brands, again, I keep coming back to this, are going to tell you that you need a separate serum for your face and you need a separate serum for your under eye. So if you have the money and you want to waste your money, I mean, trust me, there's a lot of other products that we need to spend money on. So let's save the money where we can. So this is an under eye triple correction eye serum. Again, I've been using this for 6 months, nothing really happens. So you can stick with your regular serums or you can go for a serum which is specially dedicated to your under eye. So I'm not going to use my under eye serum, I'm just going to use any of these 2 serums. Usually what I do is one day I go with the vitamin C and one day I go with the hyaluronic acid. Again, you can use both of them if you want to as well. You can use 1 week vitamin C and 1 week hyaluronic acid. Vitamin C is going to give you the brightness, you'll see it give you a little bit of tackiness as well, and hyaluronic acid of course hydrates your skin. So how do you apply the serum now? So again, I talk about the product. I hope the product is clear. The tool is your hands, of course, when it comes to skincare. Unless you're working with a client, your hand is your best tool. So you just take the serum. Now with these serums, they always come in these little beakers kind of thing. You never go directly with your skin, because if your vessel touches your skin, then the bacteria is going back into your bottle. So how do you apply it? You just take your serum in your hand. You again rub it around. Now it's very important when you're using skincare or hair products to rub it around, because that's when you're activating the product. And how do you apply the serum? You just press it gently onto your skin. You can also take the extra into your neck, because I mean, why do you want to waste it, right? And then you just place the serum onto your skin and you leave it. Again, like the toner, you don't rub it in, you don't massage it in, you let the serum seep into your skin. So you can do this serum if you want. You can go ahead and you can apply your vitamin C serum as well, but this is all you need to do with your serum. Again, during the day, 2 ingredients I've told you about. One is vitamin C, one is hyaluronic acid. It's your choice, whichever one you want to go. And if you're somebody who's not satisfied and you want an under eye serum, then you can always go with an under eye serum. Now, until our serum is settling into our skin, let's go talk about the third step, which is the moisturizer. Now, moisturizers, yes, I do believe you should use different for your face and different for your under eye. Sometimes what happens is that our skin is not that dry, but just the under eye area is very dry. So after you've applied your serum, you go with a lighter moisturizer for your face, and then you use a thicker moisturizer for your under eye. So it all depends on what your under eye is like. Now again, when it comes to your under eye, during the day I like to use a moisturizer with vitamin C, and during the night I like to use a moisturizer which has retinol in it. So it totally depends. Again, the ingredients is what matters. It doesn't matter what the brand is. I've actually started using drugstore brands for my skincare and I'm very happy. I used to spend so much money, thousands of dollars on Dior and on Armani. And while I'm not taking away from all these brands like Charlotte Tilbury and all of these skincare products, they're fantastic. But I have to look at my budget and I have to look at my pocket. I mean, I need money to eat, right? So if you can afford it, Dior has a fantastic skincare range. But if you can't afford it, sometimes a number 7 will also do. Again, you don't have to jump from the drugstore directly to Dior. You have things like Glow Recipe in the middle also somewhere. So these days I'm using this under eye cream. It's an avocado under eye cream. Because it's the summer, I'm using a very light moisturizer for my face and my face does get oily. But I still want to keep my under eye extra hydrated. So this is a really nice thick moisturizer that I'm using these days. Again, I keep changing my skincare from summer to winter. Now I'll be talking more about that in my Ultimate Masterclass. But as far as your eyes are concerned, if your eyes are dry and if your makeup is not sitting properly, I would suggest go with a thicker moisturizer. Otherwise, just use a light moisturizer. Again, concentrate on the ingredients, nothing else. So I'm going to quickly go and apply my moisturizer for my face, and then I'm going to come back and apply the under eye cream in front of you. Now that I've applied my moisturizer, let's go in with the under eye cream. Now, how do you apply it? I hope that the products are pretty clear to you. Again, it doesn't matter what the brand is. I keep repeating this and you will see in my whole course that I will keep repeating it. You use the moisturizer that suits your budget and suits your skin. That's the right moisturizer for you. Now you just take your moisturizer and you go under your eyes like this. Now, one very important thing is that you use the ring finger to massage the moisturizer in, because the under eye skin is very sensitive and this puts the exact amount of pressure that's just natural. Some things are God given, so this will put the exact pressure that you need under your eye. So I'm just going to go and massage this cream in. Now this cream also gives a really nice cooling effect. So if you have puffy eyes or if you get puffiness in the morning time, there's a cryo under eye cream from Charlotte Tilbury which I use, and then this Glow Recipe moisturizer is also really nice. So you should use anything which has a cooling effect or an ingredient that will give you, so cryo is an ingredient that will give you a cooling effect, so it will help with the puffiness of your eyes. There you go. So once we have moisturized the under eye, now my whole face is properly moisturized. It's not stretching, it's not getting dry, nothing is happening. You go to your fourth step and you put on your sunscreen. Of course, we all need sunscreen. Now there is no sunscreen under the sun which is separate for your skin, which is separate for your eyes. So I'm quickly going to go put on my sunscreen and I'll be right back. So now that I've applied my sunscreen, again, as I said, there is no sunscreen on the planet that is separate for your eye and your face. So your neck, your face, your under eye, your ears, your hands, the same sunscreen goes everywhere. So you should get a good 50 plus SPF sunscreen. If you live in a hot country, I would suggest I'm using 100 SPF sunscreen these days. But if you live in a country which is not that hot in the sun, I mean it's mostly raining and all, then you can just go for a 30 SPF sunscreen also. So after I've applied the sunscreen, now my skin is ready. I can directly go into my makeup, but I like to go an extra step because I mean that's me. I just think a little extra is not bad. So you can use a brightening tonic. So what will that brightening tonic do? One, it will give you a little bit of that tackiness. What that tackiness does is, in the summer we're very afraid of that tackiness and we think, oh my god, there's going to be oils on my face. No, the primer is going to fix that. The tackiness actually works in our favor because it helps the makeup actually stick to our face even better. And you know you want that glassy, glowy skin. Well, that's the secret I'm telling you about. So again, you can use any brand. This is a local brand. It's called Bright Monster and you know it's a brightening serum. Again, we've got the Skin Treatment Glow Serum Tonic. It's by Pixi. So you can use either. Again, as I said, whichever brand works better for you, as long as it's a glow tonic, it's a brightening serum, you use it. And yes, this is the last step for your skincare, so you use it right at the end, because if we use everything else on top of this, the tackiness of this will eventually go away. So again, just open your bottle, put some on your hand, activate the product, and just like the serum, so the moisturizer we put differently, but the serum and the extra goes in your neck. And you just leave this. Now can you see there's a little bit of a sheen already on my face, and that's just going to work its way. So it's step by step building, right? And it's the same like constructing a building or doing anything or making a painting, assembling a bouquet. If the first step is not right, you build from the first step onwards. If the foundation is not right, then the final result can never be nice. So we're going to start building from the foundation. So that's it. That was the last step of my skincare routine. I've shown you the products. I've shown you the tool is your hand. Again, if you're working as a professional for hygienic purposes, especially after COVID, you can always use a flat brush. So I'm sure you guys have seen that foundation brush that you always get, which is completely flat. That's the brush you use to put skincare on somebody. But your hands will always work well. So just ask your client if they're okay with it. Wash your hands, use your hands, best tools for skincare. So my skin is feeling really, really nice right now, and I'm just loving the effect. Can you see there's a little bit of a glow in my skin already? I will give you one tip. So if you're somebody who gets a lot of oiliness, just do the Fix It spray, the spray that we use. Just use a Fix It spray right before doing your makeup. What this is going to do is control the oils. It will also give you a little bit of a sheen. Let's go ahead and use it. Again, now you get Fix It sprays with hyaluronic acid. So you know what? It's an extra layer. It's an all-day hydrating spray with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Great. So I got both of those things. This is just an extra boost that I would like to give to my skin. So if you're somebody who wants to do that, great. Again, there is no hard and fast rule of how you need to apply your makeup or how you need to apply your skincare. You do you. You do what suits you, what feels good to you, and that's how the makeup works. And the better you feel, the better your makeup is going to look. The less effort you put into it, the less stress you take about makeup and skincare, that's when you get the best result. So I'm going to enjoy this glow right now, and we're going to meet in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about primers. Primers are the first step. Now that we're done with the skincare, that is the first step of makeup. And what are primers? Everything about primers, what the product is, what tool you need, what's your technique. We will discuss everything in the second video. So I will see you in the second video. But before we go to the second video, let me remind you, if you like this course and you think that this course is handy and you're getting a lot of information, because we're mostly talking just about the under eye, we're not really talking about the rest of the skincare, what you need for your face and all of that. So if you want information regarding that, my Ultimate Masterclass is a fantastic course. It will teach you the 5 basic steps to laying your foundation down for the rest of your makeup, so you should definitely go and check it out. Oh yes, and before we go to the next video, let me give you a bonus tip, because you know what, I like to give extra bonus tips. If your under eye is very, very dry and no moisturizer under the sun is working for you and you don't know what the hell to do about it, this is the magic ingredient. It's Vaseline. Now why I'm talking about this product and I'm actually showing you this product is because it's available everywhere. You get it at the pharmacy, you get it at the drugstore, you get it literally everywhere. Usually we use it for our lips, which reminds me that I'm going to use a little bit for my lips, and because they're drying out. And yum, it smells amazing because I think this is with cocoa butter. But again, they have different flavors in it. Now if you feel, now this is not a permanent solution, but it's a really good remedy. So if you feel that your under eye is not hydrated enough and it's very dry and the makeup is sitting on top of it rather than clenching to it, use Vaseline at night instead of your moisturizer, or on top of your moisturizer. Just put a nice thick layer of it. Use it for a week and you will see amazing results. I promise you, you're gonna thank me later. So Vaseline, everybody can find it, cheap as hell, everybody can afford it, but it's the best kept secret.